So at the World Economic Forum 2025, IT and Industries Minister Sridhar Babu, Government of Telangana, who has joined in to talk about the state's focus on skill development in emerging technologies. That makes the state a preferred destination for global investments. While Times Network Shrija, who has an exclusive conversation with the minister to get some exclusive insights, take a look.
We're joined in here by a very special guest, Mr. Sridhar Babu, who's the Industries Minister for Telangana here in Davos. Very special, another reason for Telangana to be here. Last year we had seen at least about around 40 to 42,000 crores, I believe. Telangana could manage the MoU. So this time, what's your focus like?
This time we would be doing it much better, much.
So as far as Telangana rising is concerned, now that's something which is really huge as far as your state. I also learned there's something to do with sustainability. Now that has been your focus around this time around. So what exactly is, the state is doing in terms of incorporating those green initiatives into your technology?
What we have seen, 3 or 4 factors which are propelling us. One is, mainly we are focusing on skill to make Hyderabad and state of Telangana as a skills capital for tomorrow. And also in terms of disruptive technologies and the future technologies and cutting edge technologies, and also in terms of the bleeding edge technologies too, we are taking a very keen interest and leading our technology footprint in a big way. So this is the second aspect, and the third is changing climatic conditions is also our grave concern for us. And when the globe is looking out for the green energy, and we are also totally concentrating on this aspect too. And we, for the past 1 year, in terms of sustainable growth, not only in urban development as well as in the rural development, we are trying to really see that the sustainability is there in whichever welfare program we take or whichever development program we take.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on Times Television Network. That was a very insightful conversation.
Now at Davos, Jayesh Ranjan, who is the Special Chief Secretary, IT, E&C Department of Industries and Commerce, has highlighted Telangana's strategic plans for development and fostering business-friendly environment to attract foreign investments. In an exclusive interview with Times Network's Shrija MS, he revealed the state has rolled out the red carpet for the investors.
It's day 2 of the World Economic Forum here in Davos in Switzerland, and there's flurry of activities that's happening at the Telangana Pavilion. Joining us here on Times Television Network is a special guest, Mr. Jayesh Ranjan, who's the Special Chief Secretary of Industries and Commerce, Government of Telangana. Thank you for joining us here, sir. I see that last year, being a very, very young government, we saw how Telangana came here, arrived in a matter of 3-4 days. It was between 40 to 42,000. So what is it like this time?
See, of course, the momentum is good. We have spent a few hours yesterday, half the day today. Yes. We have already signed about half a dozen MoUs and many more later in the day, tomorrow. But at the end of the day, tallying the numbers, announcing some investment number is also good. It's impressive. And
how much is the conversion? Is amazing.
No, precisely. So last year's conversion is more than 80%, which is also good. And the few which are yet to be grounded, there are some valid reasons. And we are pushing through them as well. But what is much more important is that it creates a sense of visibility in the larger investment community. See, there are only few states which are here. But the fact that a state takes the responsibility to come all the way from India, establish its pavilion, brings it leadership, calls for meetings. So at the end of the day, while immediately no one may invest in you, but that impression that this is a serious state, they mean business, they are taking the trouble to invite us to talk to them and all that, that matters quite a lot. And some of it translates into investments a couple of years later, 4 years later, but definitely that is a very foundational way to maximize the usage of this World Economic Forum's platform.
What has been your major focus sectors as compared to your last year here in Davos, and what are your strengths, if you could just try?
What is happening now is that the Chief Minister of the government has completed 1 year, and now they have realized that a longer vision can be created where multiple great things can happen in a very comprehensive and planned way. So this is the vision, Telangana Rising 2050. So we have exactly 25 years. So on various public forums where the Chief Minister or the Industries Minister are speaking, they are highlighting this vision. What exactly is meant by Telangana Rising? What are they going to do for urbanization? What are they going to do for sustainable development? What are they going to do for technology? What are they going to do for women? What are they going to do for young people? What are they going to do for equitable, balanced growth and development? So this is something which is going to take center stage for us in Davos this time. Of course, investments keep happening. Telangana has proven itself to be a very attractive state, so it doesn't require too much of an effort to bag more and more investments, but this is something which is really fascinating.
Thank you so much for speaking to Times Network, Mr. Jayesh Ranjan.
Now at the World Economic Forum 2025, as we are looking at when it comes to APM Mohammed Hanish, who is the Principal Secretary, Industries Department, Government of Kerala, has joined in to talk about the state's industrial policies and opportunities and what makes the state a preferred destination for global investments. Our Times Network Shrija has this exclusive conversation with the minister to get some exclusive insights.
Kerala, God's own country's burgeoning hub for IT, AI and robotics, and it's making a huge ecosystem as far as the skilled human resource is concerned. Joining us today is the Principal Secretary of Industries, Mr. Mohammed Hanish. Thank you for speaking to us, sir. Could you tell us about, in terms of what has been your focus sectors? I would like to know about where Kerala is now showing its prowess in IT. We also recently saw how HCL opened up its first delivery center in Kochi.
That's right. Lots of IT companies have been coming over all over the state, and especially so in the designated IT parks as well. Now, global companies have been coming in. For instance, IBM opened up with just less than 50 staff members, and in 2 years' time, the number of staff members are verging on to 2,000. Similar is the case with several other global corporates as well.
It's a very important question that I would like to ask. When you talk about Kerala, especially the skilled workforce, you've already majorly seen where youngsters trying to migrate in search of jobs, and especially to Gulf countries. What is exactly the government doing to retain that skilled workforce? How are you trying to, tell the youngsters that you will have to stay back, or you have to stay back? What is the kind of ecosystem that Kerala government is creating?
If we can have almost a replica of the kind of working conditions that you have in countries abroad, here in this country or the state of ours as well, why can't people come back? So what we have done is, after 10 years or 15 years of being an international, professional, thereafter, with the kind of, the entry of such international companies into our midst, these youngsters, young men and women, talented young men and women, come back to the state and strive to create an ecosystem of theirs wherein the same work culture can be followed with the great facility of being in your home place as well. That enhances the productivity. That also sees to it that the social balance is kept intact as far as the family lives are concerned.
Right. Also, one last question I would like to ask you. Nearly after 19 years, that is after 2 decades, we see a Kerala pavilion right here in Davos.
Swarming with investors, I should say. We never had a dull moment. Every minute was actually occupied by investor after investor, and that was substantive proposals are coming in. The result of which can be seen in the Invest Kerala Global Summit on 21st and 22nd February 2025 in Cochin. Most of these people have been invited here. We expect to be present in Cochin.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Mohammed Hanish, for speaking to Times Television Network. This is Shrija with Nilesh and Kamran in Davos.
Now, representing the state of Maharashtra at the World Economic Forum 2025 is Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, who was seen engaging with global leaders to showcase the state's investment potential and economic initiatives. Where Times Network's managing editor Mihir Bhatt had this exclusive chat with the Chief Minister himself. Let's listen in.
वेलकम टू वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम 2025। हम इस समय है महाराष्ट्र पेविलियन के बाहर। यहाँ पर मेरे साथ बहुत ही खास मेहमान है महाराष्ट्र के मुख्यमंत्री श्री देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी। सर, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग अस ऑन टाइम्स नेटवर्क। और मैंने सुना बहुत सारे MOU साइन हुए हैं और काफ़ी बज़ है महाराष्ट्र को लेकर। कैसा रहा है अनुभव आपका?
देखिए, बहुत अच्छा अनुभव रहा है और मैं ऐसा मानता हूँ कि जिस प्रकार से आज भारत में इन्वेस्टमेंट का क्लाइमेट तैयार हुआ है, और विशेष रूप से हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो एक लीडरशिप पोजीशन हमारे देश को दी है, तो बड़े पैमाने पर लोग निवेश करना चाहते हैं भारत में। और ऑफ कोर्स भारत में जब निवेश की बात आती है तो महाराष्ट्र फोरफ्रंट पे होता है। तो आज हमने बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म किया है। यहाँ पर करीब 32 MOUs हमने किए हैं, जिसकी कीमत 6 लाख करोड़ से भी ज़्यादा है। और अलग अलग सेक्टर में, इसमें इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स भी है, इसमें डेटा सेंटर भी है, इसमें मैन्युफैक्चरिंग भी है, इसमें डिफेंस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग भी है, इसमें केमिकल जोन भी है, इसमें यूनिवर्सिटीज़ भी है, फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटीज़ भी है। तो यू नेम इट एंड दैट सेक्टर इज़ देयर। तो ऐसा हमने काफ़ी अच्छा आज सारे MOUs किए। और मुझे लगता है कि जब मैं सबसे बात कर रहा हूं तो एक लोगों का विश्वास भी भारत पर बढ़ रहा है और निवेश करने की इच्छा भी दिख रही है।
Right from the 55th edition of the World Economic Forum's second day, we bring you now this exclusive insights as a part of India Pavilion. Bullish on Tamil Nadu is showcasing the state's attractions, opportunities and a potential for the world. With Dr. TRB Raja, who is the Minister for Industries and Commerce, Tamil Nadu, joined Times Network's Managing Editor Mihir Bhatt, Managing Editor Times Network, for this exclusive conversation. Let's listen in.
I am at World Economic Forum 2025 at Davos. I have a very dynamic leader with me, Mr. TRB Raja, Industry Minister of Tamil Nadu. Sir, thank you so much for joining us at Times Network, and congratulations on your new campaign, Bullish on Tamil Nadu. That's what you have launched at World Economic Forum. Why don't you tell us about it?
Oh, we're just inviting the whole world to join the bull run. The entire world is bullish about the investments and the growth, the possibilities in Tamil Nadu. We're just telling the world that Tamil Nadu is the engine that's powering India, and if you want to grow with good infrastructure, good talent, then this is the first state that you need to step into.
How do you manage equitable growth? Because there is a lot of consciousness about sustainability, climate. We see that across the promenade in Davos. How are you managing that challenge in a growth-driven economy like Tamil Nadu?
We don't have to manage it because we have embedded it into the system. That's called the Dravidian model of governance, right? Sustainability also equity and sustainability, it comes together in the package called Dravidian model of governance. And this has not happened over the past 3 years or 5 years or 10 years. This has happened over several decades, right from leaders like Anna and Kalaignar and now MK Stalin. We've made sure that women get equal opportunity. Every sector, every part of every single citizen in Tamil Nadu gets equal opportunity, and we ensure that distributed growth is ensured all over the state, and that's why today we are the most urbanized state. So when you come into Tamil Nadu, you can just walk into any place in Tamil Nadu, you will see best of infrastructure, best of social infrastructure, best of education, best of healthcare, and all this is possible because we worked so hard for the last several decades, and this is where we are now as the #1 state in India.
One last question. I was speaking to a couple of foreign participants here yesterday and today. They have just one concern. I won't even call it a concern, but one observation, that the relationship between state and center needs to be better for India to achieve its full potential in terms of growth, job creation, and keeping ahead in the technological revolution that's happening across the world. Your view?
I mean, our Chief Minister also spoken about it some time back. We want the union to be more inclusive when it comes to, or at least just let us do our thing. I've made it very clear. Yesterday we opened the Invest India Pavilion with the Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu have been traditionally the most competitive states. We've been competing with each other. And I told him, both of us are competing with each other. But why? For India, isn't it? So we are competing to make it better for India. And I think the union is also getting the message that Tamil Nadu is a state which is powering India in a massive way. We're having amazing investments coming in, interest for investments coming in this way. Also, last year we met amazing people in the textile raw material space. Now this year we're going to probably get some of those announcements very soon in the next few weeks, or probably in a month or so. So the outcome that's coming from all these foreign visits, especially that of the Honorable Chief Minister, also shows that Tamil Nadu is a state which has been working very hard on its infrastructure, on its policies and its capabilities. and bettering our capabilities every day. That's why we are upskilling our talent, even though we are extremely good with talent. We are constantly upskilling our talent and tailoring talent for the needs of the industry. And the industry around the world has taken note of that. And that's why you see Tamil Nadu going up the ladder every single day.
Absolutely. So what we are seeing here is a very healthy competition. Thank you so much, Mr. Raja, for joining us. All the best. Thanks.
So right from the 55th edition of the World Economic Forum at Davos, we are now bringing you exclusive insights. The India Pavilion, which is showcasing its potential and opportunities to the world, with Ram Mohan Naidu, Minister of Civil Aviation, Government of India, joined Times Network's Managing Editor Mihir Bhatt for this exclusive conversation.
Welcome to World Economic Forum 2025. We are at India Pavilion. हमारे साथ एक बहुत ही खास मेहमान है. I have with me Shri Ram Mohan Naidu, Civil Aviation Minister of India. Sir, thank you so much for joining us at Times Network, and congratulations. There is a lot of buzz about India. India Pavilion is buzzing, and I've met so many people who are saying that it almost seems like the summit is happening in India. There is so much curiosity about India. What is your experience of being here?
Thank you very much, and in fact that is the energy that I have also witnessed specifically here, and I have to say give my special thanks to Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji for picking up a young team to represent India here. If you see me and also Chirag Paswan and Jayant Chaudhary, so we are all youngsters coming in for the first time, and I think that's the kind of confidence our Prime Minister has on the young generation of the country also. And in fact, if I've been going around the WEF also, and so much buzz, so much excitement, activities surrounding India. If you see both the India pavilions that have been established at the summit, you're seeing people from all over the world trying to come and trying to witness the growth story of India, and they are so confident that if we want to grow in the future, let it be any department, any area, they feel that India is going to lead the way, so better take the initiative right now itself. So it is very exciting to see that kind of, and I feel that India is rightfully taking the position it has to take in the world.
Absolutely. India also, I mean, obviously it's one of the fastest growing aviation markets, large aviation markets in the world, but it also happens to be the third largest aviation market at this point. So what is the response that you are receiving from global companies who are looking forward to invest in India or operate in India?
I mean, there is a lot of excitement, and they really want to involve themselves in the growth story of India. We know that it is the third largest domestic market in the world today, and we know that there is also the Viksit Bharat plan that we are envisaging under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, where we want to become the #1 domestic market in the world itself. So in that growth story, there is a lot of opportunity, not just for domestic players, but for international players also. That is why they feel that we can involve ourselves in the growth story of India, and this whole potential the civil aviation carries. And I have to give you some numbers also. In the last 10 years especially, the number of airports that we have built in the country from 74 to 159. No other country has achieved this kind of growth. And also the number of passengers that we are adding every year, right from in 2014, we have almost doubled the number of passengers that are traveling through air travel today. So you take any statistic and you see that civil aviation is actually seeing an unprecedented growth, not only as compared to previous Indian numbers, but also world level also, and it's showing up to 10 to 15% growth story. That's a very, very encouraging and very prospective area for the whole world itself, trying to eye the opportunity that Indian civil aviation has. And we are also opening up. We are also trying to bring in more players into the civil aviation sector, because we want top-notch quality in the kind of services that we want to give, and we want our own airports or the aviation to be of world-class standards. So with that determination, I think this World Economic Forum also becomes a very important platform for us, where we showcase India and the growth story that we have and the future that we want to be, and kind of involve the whole international players also who are very much interested in this area.
Right from the 55th edition of the World Economic Forum at Davos, we also bring you this exclusive insights with the India Pavilion showcasing its potential and opportunities to the world. Let's get you as far as Times Network's national editor Anuya Yadav at Maharashtra's Industry Minister Uday Samant, stating that the state has signed almost several MoUs that are worth more than 6 lakh crores already. Take a look.
हमारे साथ यहाँ डावोस में महाराष्ट्र के इंडस्ट्री मिनिस्टर उदय सामंत जी हमारे साथ है। सर बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमसे बातचीत करने के लिए। सबसे पहले तो महाराष्ट्र की स्टेट जीडीपी को जो $1 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी बनाने का जो आपका स्टेट का सपना है, उसे लेकर इन्वेस्टमेंट को बढ़ावा देने के लिए आप यहाँ पर आए। किस तरह की मीटिंग्स आपकी रही यहाँ पर और जिस उद्देश्य के साथ आए हैं वो कितनी तेजी से बढ़ता हुआ नजर आ रहा है?
आज तो हमारे लिए और महाराष्ट्र के लिए बहुत भाग्य का दिन है क्योंकि हमने 32 MOU किए हैं। हमारे राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री देवेंद्र जी भी यहाँ हैं, उनके नेतृत्व में हमने ये MOUs किए हैं और राउंड अबाउट 6 लाख करोड़ हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट महाराष्ट्र में आज के दिन में लाई है। और आपको पता रहेगा कि पिछले 2 साल भी हम यहाँ आए थे, मैं ही इंडस्ट्रियल मिनिस्टर था, लेकिन हमारे CM माननीय एकनाथ शिंदे साहब थे। उन्होंने जो प्रथा परंपरा एक डाली है रिकॉर्ड ब्रेक MOUs करने की, वो हमने कायम की है और आज के दिन मेरे ख्याल से 6 लाख करोड़ का MOUs हमने कर दिया है। उसमें सब सेक्टर है, उसमें सड़कों का हमने MOU किया है, हमारे MIDC का MOU किया है, डिफेंस उसमें है, उसमें मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है, उसमें फूड प्रोसेसिंग है। ऐसे कुल मिलाकर 6 लाख करोड़ का इन्वेस्टमेंट पहले दिन हमने महाराष्ट्र में ले जाने का प्रयास किया है और उसमें हम यशस्वी हो गए।
सर एक तरफ देखा जाए तो ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस की बात हमेशा यहाँ पर की जाती है और जो कंपनियां बाहर से आती है उनका फोकस भी कुछ इसी तरह से रहता है कि आप ज्यादा से ज्यादा ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस की तरफ ध्यान भी दें। एज एन इंडस्ट्री मिनिस्टर सर, क्या कुछ कदम और नए उठाए जाने वाले हैं? वैसे भी आप लोग काफी प्रोत्साहित करते हैं कंपनियों को।
ईज ऑफ डूइंग में हम जो अगला कदम आगे ला रहे हैं, वो हमने जो मैत्री लॉ बनाया था वो हम एडवांस कर रहे हैं, उसका हम पोर्टल निकाले हैं क्योंकि एक जो इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट है वो अर्जी करता है, उसके बाद वो अर्जी का क्या हो गया, उसका परमिशन हुआ नहीं हुआ, यह जो एक बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन मार्क उसके चेहरे पे हर बार हमको देखने को मिलता है। इस पोर्टल से जिस दिन उसका अर्जी हमारे पास आएगा वो कहाँ है उसका पूरा ट्रैकिंग होगा और जिस दिन उसका अर्जी आएगा उसके बाद जो हमारा टारगेट है 30 दिन का, उसको सब परमिशन देने का, उस 30 दिन में हम वो परमिशन देंगे। अगर जो ब्यूरोक्रेट्स रहेगा, कोई हमारा कर्मचारी रहेगा जो उसके ऊपर अमल बजावनी नहीं करेगा उसके ऊपर भी हम कार्रवाई करेंगे। और ये मैत्री का जो पोर्टल आ रहा है वो मेरे ख्याल से देश में से नंबर 1 पोर्टल है और इसका बहुत रिलीफ इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट को मिल जाएगा।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सर हमसे बातचीत करने के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच।